In just 10 minutes, you can climb every mountain that is in front of you, every hurdle that you need to jump, every brick wall that you need to smash down. You can gain victory over all those things in just 10 minutes. How? Well, this is what we do. First of all, when you wake up in the morning, you don't put your TV on. You don't pick your phone up. And you spend the first 10 minutes of your day just sitting contemplating about who you are, what you are, where you're going, what is your purpose. Because the minute you put that TV on, you're falling into the grips of the social conditioning that's trying to manipulate and turn you into a certain direction of thinking and being. And so you rob yourself of your true identity, and you don't find yourself that moment and for that day. And you start the day off in a negative light. So those 10 minutes are so important every day that you devote those 10 minutes to yourself. You can either just sit, listen to some beautiful music, sit in the garden, listen to the birds, go for a little walk, take the dog for 10 minutes before you do anything, before you see to the kids, before you get ready for work, before you prepare for work. And so you don't need to think about the things that you have to face for that day. And many of those things are situations which reoccur every day, every week, every month, every year, and on and on and on. It's a never-ending cycle, and you can't stop yourself from sinking down into the mire that society or the social, those that want to condition you into being. They want you to think a certain way. They want you to act a certain way. They even want your facial expression in a certain way. Because even to have a certain expression on your face is deemed a crime. To think your own thoughts, your own ideas, and the way you see the world is a crime to them. And this is why social conditioning is very important to those who are in charge, who think they're in charge. But they're not in charge unless you give them permission to enslave you to their ideology and system, whatever it is. And it's got nothing to do with left or right or centre. It's got to do with you being you being yourself, that great person. Remember when you were a child, the hopes, the dreams, the aspirations that you had, slowly it fades away. Slowly it's taken from you. And it's taken from you from those outside forces, as I've been saying in my recent videos, if you'd like to check them out. It's being taken from you, and so those dreams slowly melt away. And you get to a point where you no longer know who you are. And you feel the pain, you feel the heartache, you feel the suffering, because you never got to fulfill your dream, no matter how simple it is. It might just be going to visit somewhere, a country, a person, or achieving something, or creating something. And it's being robbed from you. So don't turn on your TV the first 10 minutes of your day. It's the worst thing you can do. That is the biggest educator in the history of mankind, is your TV. And the added media, right, of course. It's all there to manipulate you and rob you of your true nature. And so we end up like robots, and this is how they love it. A manipulated and controlled population that don't have dreams. They don't feel anymore. We've stopped feeling, right? Because we become so involved and invoked by problems in our families, in our lives, and debt. Oh, they love to enslave you into debt. They think nothing better to enslave you in debt. Here, have a 30-year mortgage, and I will own you for the next 30 years. I will manipulate your salary, how you think, how you live, where you go, what you do, what you eat, what you drink, what you can talk about, what you can laugh at. Can you see how it works? This is how it's worked for many, many years, since the 17th century, even longer perhaps. And we allow ourselves, even though the way we see the world isn't as it should be. You should see the beauty, the marvel of this earth. You should see the beauty when you walk past a flower, a little wild flower. I walk past every day. When I take my dog for a walk, I see this little wild flower along the coast. And I look at it and I think, what a beautiful thing that is. And I inspect it, I look at it, and I fall in love with it, right? But many of us just walk past those things, those small things, the little insect, the little bee gathering from the flowers, gathering the nectar to take elsewhere, busy. We walk past them, we don't give them a moment's notice anymore. And on top of that, we stop taking notice of others. And they've got us so we don't really care about others anymore, because we've had so much sadness rammed down our throats. We stop caring, we stop feeling, we stop wanting the best for other people, even people you don't know. You want the best for them. You don't want them suffering. Can you see how it works? In those 10 minutes, listening to some, I don't know, classical music or whatever it is, those 10 minutes, those amazing feelings that you're supposed to have can begin to grow. It's like that wild flower, right? It grew out of nothing. It's on the side of a path, an unmade path, and it's grown from nowhere, from nothing. Nobody planted it. It's just there. And in you, that amazing heart that you have is there. It's just there, right? Waiting to grow, waiting for the conditions, for you to make the conditions right for that beautiful little flower to blossom within you. So you become a king, a queen. You become a mountain. You become a giant in the earth. And this is what you're meant to do. This was always your purpose, but it got robbed from you. They stole it all, right? The system, society, whether it was done on purpose or not, is irrelevant. But the way the system is set up, it's to rob you of that amazing person of who you are. And once you realize that you are an amazing person, or the joy, the bliss that you can have in your simple little life, 10 minutes a day to change your worldview, to change your life, to change your heart, the renewal of your heart and mind in just 10 minutes. I hope you get there. I hope you reach it. I hope you see it. I hope you make an effort for yourself. Thanks for watching. I'm Macca. This is Macca's Moments.